there guys, my name is Michaela Ballard and today is February 7th and it's been 1 month since I've turned the big 18 and finally became an adult. So I decided it'd be kind of cool if I made a video regarding all the things that I've learned over this past month of becoming an adult, I guess. All of these things can apply to any age, obviously. It's not something that you can't do as a 17-year-old, or you can't do as a 14-year-old, or you can't do as a 25-year-old, or a 40-year-old, or whatever. This is stuff that anyone can learn, but it's stuff that I've specifically learned over this past month that has been super crucial in my life and has really changed who I am. Number one thing that I've learned is to not take crap from anybody. I've learned this especially over the past month with just being a lot more confident in what I believe in and what I stand up for. I'm not the kind of person who's just gonna let people push me anymore. When I was 16 especially, I was kind of a pushover. Anybody could tell me anything and be like, oh yeah, I'll go with it, or tell me anything and I'd just be like, oh, that sounds great, I'll do it, I'll be crazy, I'll go insane or whatever. And I'm not that there's anything wrong with acting crazy, because I find myself doing that a lot. But don't fall into things that you don't want to be into, if that makes sense. Like, if somebody is just trying to get you on board with something that you really just feel that is wrong, just be like, you know what? No, it's not me. I'm not gonna do it. Not taking crap from people also kind of goes along with, if people are mean to you, be like, look, you need to be quiet because I know who I am and I don't need that. So just don't allow people to dictate your life. That's number one. Don't allow people to dictate your life. Don't take crap from people. Number two kind of goes along with that whole thing, and it is to be you and be confident being you. I've really learned this, the past month, because I found over my 18 years of life, not a lot of life, but over it, I have been trying to be something that I'm not from day number one. Like middle school, I was always trying to be in the popular crowd or whatever, and high school, I was trying to fit in with the rest of my friends, because a lot of my friends do band, and I know it's not the cool thing to do band, but I was just like, oh my gosh, all of my friends are doing band, I have to be a band kid because otherwise they're not gonna like me. Like, that whole deal, just that whole aspect of trying to be something that you're not in order to fit in to places that you probably don't fit in if you don't feel like you're yourself. Over this past month, I've kind of been like, oh, this is who I am. Like, I feel confident in myself. Like, I am a Latter-day Saint. I am a strong woman who knows what she wants in her life. I'm a person who, if you say that I can't do something, I'm gonna go and do it. Like, I kind of found like a category of myself, and I've started to just be like, yeah, this is me, and this is what I'm gonna be, and I've never felt more happy in my life, just because it's just like a relief almost to be like, I don't have to try to fit in places anymore. I don't have to try to like hide what I'm personally feeling anymore, because I'm not trying to be something I'm not anymore. So to all of you guys out there, I really encourage you to not try to be something that you feel is wrong, or not try to be something that is just not you. Be yourself and be confident being yourself. So number three is don't let your self-talk define you. And so what I mean by that is you have that little narrator just always in your head, always telling you things. And that person can tend to be sometimes a little mean towards you. A lot of the time, at least in my personal life, it has been. I've had a lot of problems with self-confidence and with berating myself and pushing myself down because of that little tiny voice in my head. Always being like, oh, you're not good enough to sit with them. You're not good enough to do that. You can't run a YouTube channel because you're not good enough for YouTube. Just stuff like that. And honestly, none of it's true. None of it is. I found that out this past month especially. None of it is true. Like, I feel like I'm beautiful. Yes, I can run a YouTube channel. Yes, I can be confident in who I am. Like, that little voice just constantly telling you negative things, trying to like just tear you down. Don't listen to it, because guys, you are amazing people and I love you, okay? If that little voice doesn't love you, I do, okay? So just honestly, if that person is just berating you and just making you feel awful, tell it to just shut up. Be like, hey, stop talking. I'm doing this. This is how I feel I'm doing it. You don't need to be my little backseat driver. Something that's really helped me with this, especially over the past month, I've kind of started doing it again, is to every single morning look at yourself in the mirror and be like, I am beautiful and I'm gonna make the best out of today. Every single day I do that. I kind of stole it from somebody else. I don't remember where I heard it from, but this one girl did it and she became something amazing. And so I started doing it, and every single day I look myself in the mirror and I say, you're beautiful and you're gonna make the best of today. And you do not believe how much of a difference that makes. Just that first thing every single morning, telling yourself that this is how the day is gonna start, and this is how the day is gonna go, and this is how the day is gonna end. And yes, stuff's gonna happen, bad things are gonna happen, that's life. But starting with that really positive thing can help your self-talk kind of dial it back with the negative comments. And it's not gonna happen all at once, but I just ask you guys to please do not let that define you, because you're all beautiful and I love you so much. So yes, that is one thing that I've learned. Number 4. Now this one's kind of random. I mean, not really. It kind of is. Yeah. So, I've been reading Hamlet. I'm sure you guys have seen or read Hamlet. If you haven't, basically Hamlet is a guy who thinks a lot and doesn't take a lot of action because of it. Like, he sees his dead father. His dead father tells him, you gotta kill your uncle because your uncle killed me. And he's like, oh, okay, I'll kill my uncle. He spends the entire rest of the play just thinking about how I'm gonna kill my uncle. Should I kill my uncle? Is killing my uncle the right idea? And he's just thinking the whole time. I'm in the end of Act 4 and he's still thinking about killing his uncle. What I've learned through this is that taking action is crucial. Crucial. And I'm not saying thinking is bad. Like, I like thinking out loud and trying to organize my thoughts. Like, that is not bad. What I'm saying, and what Hamlet's like tragic flaw in this situation is that overthinking will never lead you anywhere. So if you're coming up with this project and you're like super excited with it, and you start thinking about it and you're like, oh, I'm gonna organize it like this and do this and do this, but then you start thinking of, but what if this happens? What if this terrible thing comes out of nowhere and everything ends? What if I ruin it all? What if, like, that kind of just waterfalls into this effect that you kind of talk yourself out of it almost? What I'm saying is, oftentimes, if you overthink something, you're never gonna do it. Ever. You're never gonna do that whatever you wanted to do. Like, I really want to learn French and multiple different languages. I just love languages. They're so cool to me. When I was first learning French, I was so scared to like speak it to other people because I was worried that I was gonna say it wrong. ruin it. I'm gonna stumble over my words. I'm not gonna know what to say. They're gonna say something to me that I don't understand. Like, that just cascades into something else. And I just kept overthinking and overthinking and overthinking, and I never used it. I never used what I learned. And I really regret that, because now I am trying to use it more. I talk with people. I'm kind of just going with the flow and taking that action. And it's so great, and I don't think I've ever learned more. So what I'm saying is that, yes, thinking is great. Thinking it through is amazing. But don't let yourself overthink it so much that you put yourself back. Take that action, take that first step, and just go with it and make something beautiful. Number 5 is creativity in general. I've learned creativity, I've learned that it's really great to be creative. Really great. I have learned, especially over this past month with me writing my book more and playing more piano and trying to just come up with ideas. I've been trying to be more creative when it comes to drawing and painting, and I'm trying to get into that. Just kind of let it go. Like, don't be the rest of society. Let it go. Let your mind be free and just think about all the cool things you could do. It's one of my pet peeves when people say, oh, I wish I could do that, but I couldn't because I have to do this because my mom told me to. Like, for example, I had this one friend who really was just so talented when it came to like painting and art, and she could draw a line and it would be beautiful. It'd be like a masterpiece worth $2,000 million. It's just like, she was that kind of just amazing artistic talent. And I was like, oh, so you're gonna go to be a painter, you're gonna go to SCAD, just because she loved it so much. And she's like, no, I can't. And I'm like, why? Why can't you do that? I mean, why can't you just let your creativity out? And she's like, well, to be honest, it's not gonna get me anywhere in life, and I honestly think that this little creative bubble is not gonna last me forever, so I should probably just go into something else. And I'm just like, but you're so good! Like, your creativity is flowing and you just are amazing at what you do, and how can you let the world tell you that you shouldn't do that? I don't know, it's just something that really bothers me. But I've learned, especially over this past month, like, I love being creative, and creativity is okay. It's not something that you need to repress or like hold back. Let that flow, let the creativity just burst into 1,000 fireworks. I just think being creative is so amazing, and when you have that just spark, that's what makes the world a different place. That's what changes the world. Whatever you do, creativity is awesome and important. Do not let it go. Do not let it go to waste. If you have an idea, do it. Use your creativity. Make it happen, okay? Be creative, amazing people. We need more creativity in this world. We need it. So please do not let it go. Yes, be creative. It's fantastic and I love it. And so my last one is to read often. I love reading. I've always loved reading. But last year, as you guys know, I took 3 AP courses all at the same time, which is a little overwhelming as a junior because I was not only doing 3 AP courses, but I was also studying for the ACT, the SAT, all of those exams that, kicks you into college nowadays. So, very stressful time. Was not the greatest time in the world. I got through it, but it was just super stressful. And I didn't have a lot of time to read and like take my mind off things because I was constantly studying and constantly working and constantly trying to get the best grade. And I found that I really missed out. I really missed that because I finished junior year. Throughout summer I barely read anything, which is for me is super rare. Like I read all of the time. So having that summer just not reading anything, that was just weird. Just straight out bizarre. I started out this school year and I kind of read like 1 or 2 books, but I never really got into it. But this month I was like, you know what? I want to get back into reading. I want to have that feeling again where I like escape into another universe and feel what they're feeling and meet new characters and just develop relationships. And I think it also might be because I'm writing my book right now and I kind of wanted more inspiration. But read often, read all of the time, because when I picked up that first book this year, I read it in a day. Like I picked it up, I sat down, and I just read straight through. And I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, this is amazing. It was Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. All I'm saying, it's an amazing book, you all should read it. But that was the book that kind of got me back into my reading stage, I guess. I was so, like, that book, I read it and I was like, oh my gosh, what have I been missing out on? I just remember Miss Hartman, my librarian, being like, when's the last time you checked out a book? And I'm like, I know, right? I had 4 in my hand and I was so ready. I was just like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And so I was just reading and reading and reading and reading, and reading is amazing and it helps you so much. It helps me relieve stress and just like kind of let it all go and escape in this world, and just it builds you up as well, because when you like kind of take that small mental break and you come back and you're like, whoa, that was an amazing book, and it just kind of inspires you to do something. Reading is important, and I invite you all to read more. Please do it, because reading is so great and there's so many wonderful books out there. There's books for everybody. Just pick up something and read a book. Yes. So that is gonna be all for this video. I know I was super like passionate, I guess. I don't know. I just feel like I really needed to say that to you guys. I really needed to just be like, this is important. Everyone needs to know these things. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned something from this video, take something from this video. If not, I hope you enjoyed me just kind of letting my soul loose to the internet. Real quick, before I do all of the closing stuff, like subscribe and leave a like, updates, kind of channel what's going on, what's gonna happen with this place, what is happening with Michaela Ballard in 2018. Long story short, vlogs still gonna happen. I love making vlogs. Vlogs are great. However, they're not very easy to make interesting, if that makes sense. I'm not the most interesting person in the world. Oh my gosh, she's not? It's just, they're really hard to kind of just keep coming with like things I need to be doing in order to make my life seem more interesting. I just kind of wanted to make this year more real, more me and you, and just all of us together as one big family talking to each other. The reason being is that I want to be more consistent. I want to be having a video every week. I know I've been saying that for eternity, but I really do. Like, it's something I really want to do. And like I said, I'm taking action. Vlogs are not going to be a video that you see every single week, just because I can't make those like weird, like going to the circus vlogs every single week, because I'm not going to the circus every single week. So there's going to be more kind of variety when it comes to videos this year. There's gonna be like this, us talking together. I like this, it's kind of fun. There's gonna be vlogs. There's gonna be kind of short films that I'm really interested in making because I just love that. There's gonna be maybe me reading some of my book to you guys, just kind of interesting things like that. And of course I'm gonna do my Sunday videos as well. So a lot of new things to come this year. I'm super excited. It's gonna be great. There's gonna be a lot of interesting things happening this year, especially since I'm graduating and going to college. So just keep watching. Keep enjoying whatever my life turns to be. So yeah, so if you guys are excited and want to see more of my beautiful face clips, subscribe down below. Make sure you give this video a big like if you want to see more of this kind of aspect where I'm just kind of talking about things. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!